Alright, we're just getting ready to start playing here. Socur's getting his stuff set up, and he's gonna invite me in a minute. We'll get this game started. Alright, we're just getting. Sorry about that. Got to mute Twitch. Anyway, should be started here pretty soon. Finals of the Steam Showdown. Not Too Far versus Socur. Alright, this is game one of Not Too Far versus Socur. I'm playing red-white vehicles with a splash of black. Socur is playing kind of a red-black value reanimation madness mix. May or may not should have kept that. Land is not great, and it's not super fast. I guess I'll have to hopefully for a untapped mana turn 2. Well, I guess you get what you ask for. Alright, looks pretty good. So my biggest concern with his deck is he does have a lot of burn, a lot of removal. So the worst things for me is to have a slow start and for him to have a lot of removal. So I'm hoping for a good start. Should be able to play Pian, Karan, or Depala next turn, depending on what I feel like. I could use Depala to tap the freighter and look for a one card for free. I think it's probably not worth the risk of him killing it. So I'm gonna go wide. Most of his removal is 1-for-1, so Thopters are great against that. Not too bad. He doesn't have any artifacts in place, so that softened the blow a little bit. I still have lots of creatures out. That's good. Plays the Haunted Dead, gets 2 creatures into play. That's probably his best play here. Especially since I would give him a madness outlet and something to be able to force him to discard from his hand. But if he doesn't have that, there's I'm blanking on what else he might be good. Obviously, more removal would be good for him. No plays, so probably removal. Play Selfless Spirit, force his hand. Fiery Temper. Cost 3 to activate, right? Alright. Get 5 damage in. Not bad. Have man up to remove a blocker if he plays one. Yeah, and the finals is a best of 5, so this is game 1 of 5. We'll be playing to see who is the champion of this team showdown. Nice. Good for me. I get 7 damage in next turn. Be 8. That is one problem with my deck. My mana's not great, especially for the double white for Gideon. This does happen more than I would like it to, that I get stuck with Gideon in my hand. So right now, if I were to keep the same mana base and make a minor change, I would swap out Gideon for the 4 mana Chandra. That card would work very well in this deck. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I like the mana pretty good. It works well for almost everything except for Gideon. So I'd assume I just win here. Yeah. Well played, Socur. Good match. Good game, I mean. Alright. Game 1 goes to me. And I played a best of 5. 2 more wins. Work on some quests while we're at it. Yeah, we did see a lot of removal from Socur in that match, and that it was good that I still was able to push through it. That like Pia and Kieran with the Thopters really did help. Alright, it didn't work that time. Let's try another invite. This works. It's kind of a recurring thing with duels. Invites aren't always reliable. Alright, looks like I can't invite Socur, so he'll invite. Alright, go. Alright, game 2. Not too far versus Socur of the finals. Alright, that's he's going first. That's a good hand. Good old Lupine prototype. Hey, couldn't actually make a difference this round. Who knows, I might top deck a copter. Like if I say it, it'll happen, right? Ah. He doesn't have a ton of early drops, so I'm not sure what his ideal pilot for the copter is. A second copter, apparently. Well, that's an interesting start from him and from me. All this mana. So if I don't get a copter of the key to the city, I'm gonna have a handful of mana here. Nice. For him. Now we can activate both copters. Or one to attack and one to defend. Or just both. Attack. He doesn't have any mana to fiery temper me, but getting a lot of card filtering, and plus he's got lots of stuff he likes to throw into his graveyard. So probably have something he doesn't mind throwing away. Yep. If I don't end this quickly, this is not going to go well for me. Wow. Yeah, just attack. And a flood is a problem. Got me on like a 2 or 3 turn clock, probably a 2 turn clock if he just attacks. Well, he has no blockers. I have got him on a 2 turn clock, but that's not optimistic. I'm not gonna block because it's my best chance is still to try to race him. That oh. 3 damage. Split any way he wants. Alright, well. So he's got me on a 1 turn clock from here. Probably not much I can do about it. Especially if I keep drawing land. Yeah, I guess hope to block with the Thopter. And yeah, it's my only chance. But odds are this one is not going my way. Probably gonna have removal to kill my Thopter. Especially with the double draw of the Copters. Odds of him getting enough a removal to kill my only flying blocker are very high. Or just that. Yeah. That's it. So game 2 goes to Socur. We are now 1-1 and playing best of 5. So 2 more wins for one of us to take this home. And he doesn't even have to attack me or hit me with combat damage. That's pretty good. Good news, that's probably one of his best draws for that deck, so I guess we just hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, I have not lost 2 games in a row yet. Yep, just gotta wait and hope for good draws and count that my deck is usually faster than his and hope that is out. Try to invite him one more time. Yeah, if Atma didn't crash, I I would have lost those first 2 games. That was probably my best instance of luck so far. All right, still no good on the inviting Socur. Yeah, I try to think of inventive names for my deck. Eh, 1-1. We're about to start game 3. All right. This is game 3, Matufar versus Socur. We are 1-1. See who can win 2 more to finish it off. All right. Not the best draw, but I've won from 5 before, so it's still doable. But he has a pretty fast start. At least I am on the draw, so I'll get to draw another card. Hmm. Well, that worked out for me. Turn 1 Apprentice into turn 2 Scrounger. It's a pretty good start. Don't have any removal, but probably best just to attack into him. Probably wants to trade. No? Feeling aggressive? Hmm. pausing for? I can't block, so he doesn't need to remove a blocker. Does have a ton of removal in his deck. We saw a bunch of that game 1. Maybe even game 2, he had a bunch of removal too. The only way he can actually play that card. Energy. He has no other blue sources in his deck. Oh, he said he might have a delivery or something. They might have to get during games, so maybe he's having to do that. He's probably got some outside of game thing going on. He's trying to stall for. So that's what I would assume is going on. So we'll give him a minute while he takes care of whatever he's got to take care of. Either that or there's some nice glitch in this game which is causing it to get into a loop. I'll slow play on my turn too, just in case he's still gotta take care of something. He says he can't type during games because his computer will crash or his game will crash. So don't know for sure if he's doing something, but I'll give him a minute. Use time to think. Could Fiery Temper the blocker out of the way. That I wouldn't have any white mana left either. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I might draw some more. Need some mana, so I'm gonna have some trouble casting the cards in my hand. Then I could just attack with the Scrounger, see if he blocks. That's probably the better course right now. Guess he's still doing something. Or if he chose not to block or just ran out of time. My clock run down. Maybe he's on a phone call or something he had to take. Well, I'd say right now he's got better board presence. That's pretty good for him. He really likes that card. Stuff unblockable. Get stuff into the graveyard that he needs to. Or just random cards. Cash it in for other cards later. Yeah, I have one of those in my deck too. It's great. It's great for filtering. Right now, I just love some more mana. Because actually, I can't play anything in my hand right now. Still gonna let himself 2 cards out of this. Was a land that he didn't need, so not a bad deal for him. Alright, something I can play. And I can save some excess energy for some colors that I need. Yeah. Not bad. Finish him off next turn. As long as I live that long. Depending on whether he leaves blockers back or not. So I'm gonna harness lightning the 3-1. Save some damage. And get some more energy to be able to cast my Fiery Temper next turn. Does he have removal or blockers? Probably has one of the two. Otherwise, he would have drawn the card from the key to the city. Duels mana tapping. Never does exactly what you want. So, question is, does he or does he not have removal? Well, we're about to find out. I would say he does have removal. There's still a chance we win this game. It's a very small chance. He doesn't have anything he can bring back. I could bring back the Scrounger, or I could Fiery Temper him. I think bring back the Scrounger. Better move. If I'm still alive. I just gotta hope he doesn't have one more damage. Yeah. I could have lived another turn by Fiery Tempering his creature, but it's unlikely I would have been able to win anyway. Well, Balgan to 5. Still came pretty close to winning. Not bad. All right. I'm down 2-1. All right, taking a short break, and we'll be back for game 4. Yeah, my odds of winning weren't really great. I could have stalled out for another turn, but if I did that, my odds of winning would probably go down. So what I was hoping to do was bring back the Scrounger, an attack with the Scrounger and the Apprentice for 5, and then burn out for the other 3 to hit him total for the 8 or for 7. He was a 7, hit him for 8. All right, it's game 4, not too far versus Socur. Steam Showdown Finals. I am down 2 games to 1. I'm gonna have to win 2 in a row to close this out. Could happen. I think I'm still feeling pretty decent about it, but you never know. It's a really risky hand, but I'm gonna go for it. My deck absolutely needs red mana in order to function, so I almost never keep a hand without red mana in it. Do you have a veteran motorist I can then use to help me look? But I really need to hit red mana by next turn, or at least I need to either see it here or clear it out. So no red mana. Just put them back on the bottom. Still have some plays. I can play a scrap heap next turn, even if I don't draw red mana. But that is definitely ideal, is to get some red mana back. He's got a copter. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 copters like he did that game 2, which was pretty insane. Hmm. That's a good play. Okay, I really need some red mana. On a dead in the graveyard. Copter and Olivia, he's got a pretty strong draw. Right. Red mana. Ability, well, not gonna end up making any more because all three of it. I'll wait till next turn, see what he plays. Could give it haste with Olivia, though, is the dangerous thing. But he still has to tap something to play the true the copter, though. Onto dead. The whatever that blue card is in the graveyard that's coming back. I think I need 2 red mana. That's what I'm gonna do. Not looking very good right now. He can probably threaten to kill me next turn. Just trying to figure out what to do. Alright. I'm gonna go for it. Well, I think I've just lost. But that means I probably would have lost anyway. Kill Olivia. Make it a little harder for him to finish me off. But without colored mana, without red mana, I am pretty long shot. Scrounger plus Cruiser could deal 8 damage for the win. assuming he taps out and doesn't kill me, which is not likely. He's not going to tap out and not kill me, is he? So I have a chance. If I draw a mana, I can win. Alright. Ultimate crosses of fingers for a mana. Oh. Well, that's the game and the tournament. No top deck to victory for me. Good game, Socur. Guten Spiel. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the checking out the tournament. And have a good night.